So what I do, and this is something that I encourage everybody else to do, is when you're fishing, like in general, I don't care where you are, fishing, whether you're in your estuary, off the rocks, jetty, whatever, sandy beach, hold the bass in the water unless it's dangerous for you. Be in the water with the fish. Hold that bass in the water, and if you want to take pictures, leave the bass in the water. If a best case scenario, almost everywhere that I fish has tide pools that have water circling in with the waves either crashing over and into it or fresh water just rushing through it with current, whatever. I have my bass right in the water. I'm fortunate enough to have a camera guy. If you're by yourself, it's a little bit difficult, but I've set my phone up on a rock and I've picked up bass before. I've fallen down doing that with holding fish. It's been a whole thing, but I've had my moments. And like you're holding a 30-pound bass. Last year I caught a 30-pound bass, and I'm holding onto this 30-pound bass trying to take a video of it, or I'm like getting up with it. It's on my boga and it thrashes around and it knocks me off balance and I fall down. I have a video of it and it's on my Instagram. You can dig around and look for it. But anyway, so I'm trying to like land this thing, and I get it into the water. I bring it over to a tide pool that has it in the water so I can keep it in the tide pool. And then what I do is I hold it up, I say my piece for the show. And by the way, this is what I was wanting to talk about. We got the best footage ever, really, well, not ever, but we got like the best footage I've seen of a bass of that caliber. And in like nobody's even getting this with GoPro footage. I mean, maybe if you're at the Cape Cod Canal, but I'm talking about real, not the Cape Cod Canal, it's not real surf casting, but I'm talking about unknown spots, boulder fields, big waves crashing into you, hooking into 40-inch bass, drag screaming, the like perfect scenario surf casting conditions, and like 4K high quality 60 frames per second footage, and like, oh man, like the most beautiful cinematic footage. And by the way, underwater housing, you didn't get to see this in the first episode of the season of the Striped Bass Hunt Show, but we have an underwater housing, so we're able to get underwater housing of the bass getting released. And I mean, it is out of this world, but look forward to that. And it's gonna be, like, nobody's doing this, nobody's getting footage like this of bass, even on GoPros. So I'm just so excited to share this with you guys. And this is all coming out after mid-July. So after July 15th-ish, we're gonna start putting it out. And I'm hoping to get the first few episodes out in late July, maybe early August. And then we're going to be posting every other week, and we're going to be posting a video that we're going to be calling The Breakdown, which is me just talking about what I did during the episodes. And we've gone into this and, ad nauseum, but I'm so excited for what's to come. And we're working with some awesome companies, some really big names too, some really big name companies, and with this on the show. And I'm excited to, again, drop those names of those big companies that we're going to be working with. One is a dream company. I mean, they're both, I love everybody that's involved with it, but one of them's really big dream for me to work with them, and to be able to is going to be, I can't even believe it.